Generic greetings and welcome to Preview Plus Out There Omega Edition. This is a space-based roguelike often referred to as FTL Sans Combat. Now, I'm not strictly sold on that one because whereas FTL is pretty much about the violence, if we're honest with each other, it's about the violence and the fighting and the death and the capturing of ships and all of that sort of thing. This is more concerned with the narrative and the exploration of the unknown. So they are very different games, but they do share a lot of things. But, you know, I'll just show you a little bit of it and you can decide for yourself. I've actually played several hours already, but that was on tablet. It's one of the few mobile games that I would actually highly recommend. But now that it's come to PC, I thought, well, why not show you a little bit of the game? So as you can see on the top left, version beta 4.1, so it's still getting a little bit of polish, but mostly what you see is what you're going to get, and you can purchase it now and you will get access to the beta. So I'm just going to click start, and then I'm actually going to probably quick start because I don't want to spoil a lot. As I said, it's more about the narrative and the story and the random events that you encounter, so I don't really want to spoil it. But basically, you were in a little pod going to Ganymede, and then boom, you're now out there, right? So we have this. Well, we have to get to that arrow. We have to follow the arrow and get to that system. We don't know why. There's 4 different endings, I believe, and obviously the choices you make going through this will affect that. And there's 350 plus random encounters every time you go to these different systems. Now, it's all randomly generated and such as you would expect. Anyway, quick rundown of UI. In the center, obviously, we have our main map. That can be changed with the buttons on here. We've got 3 buttons. First is our sort of star map. Second is our solar system. So we've got, well, whatever is at the center of the solar system. So in this case, we have a star. There could be a black hole or whatever there. Then we got, well, we'll have the space station there, but there'll be different planets. That means that we are currently there, just in the middle of nowhere. Then the third button is our ship. So you can get different ships, and you can put different modules on the ships. Different ships have different power ecosystem and resistance specs, and also different layouts as well. This is the standard ship that you start with. We've got different modules, so we've got our space folder, allows us to travel between planets or between different systems. Our interplanetary reactor, aka the engines, which allows us to go to different areas in the systems. Then we've got a little telescope, a little mining drill, and a hydrogen probe. We've got our maintenance section on the right, and we can click these things here. These are actually resources, so we can put hydrogen in there and it will actually burn it down and give us some more fuel. Fuel, oxygen, and hull are on the top left there, and that shows us, well, how much fuel we've got left. If you're out of fuel, guess what? You're stranded. Oxygen, if that goes to 0, you die. Hull, same thing, but you explode, so you die in a more spectacular fashion. So, as I said, the objective is to really get to that arrow, and, well, the objective is to explore and have fun doing it. But yes, you have to get to the arrow there, and that's where we're going to try and get to. We can zoom out a little bit, there you go, and we can actually scroll along, but that shows us our range of the space folder, so we can only teleport, I guess, or, yeah, go to these systems within the space folder area. That is the telescope there, which gives us information, so we can't click on that, but we can click on that to see that it is a red dwarf. Not the show, you understand, but there's a yellow dwarf, there is a yellow dwarf, so it's going to take a certain amount of fuel and oxygen to get there, so 17 and 6, both of them are the same, so I'm going to go to that one there, and we're going to go to travel. So we travel there, and then go to day 18. So you're just going to get like a little sort of log, I guess, of what's happening. So yet again, I miscalculated my velocity and came too close, way too close to a star. No major damage, but the sudden acceleration knocked me out. On the way down, my head, what? On the way down, my head hit something important. Nice. So I've just actually hit my mining drill with my head and broke it. Good grief, he's got a thick head. So we can repair it by clicking on it and then click repair. It takes 1 FE, which is like ferrous. So I've repaired that. Ferrous, I believe we've got iron. Yeah, there you go. Common resource. So we can drop it, we can split it, we can do whatever. That's used for repairing the hull as well. So this is where we've landed, or this is the system we're in. So there's our yellow dwarf there. You can go to any of these by clicking on them and just driving towards them. So we got a rocky planet rich in metallic ore. We've got a gas giant which is rich in fuel and risky orbit. Risky orbit means that we could take some damage when we actually go there, so we'll lose some hull when we go around it. You can actually go around the yellow dwarf as well, rich in fuel. So what do I want to go for? Well, I'll just go to the rocky planet. As you can see, it does take some resources to get there, so we're going to click on that one and then we drive outside it. Look at that. It's a big orange. We can land if we want to, so let's try it. Do you want to land on the planet? Yeah, it's going to cost us 4 fuel to do that, so we'll confirm that. and we go to some weird alien planet. As you can see, we've lost some fuel and some oxygen. So, depending on what planet you go to, you could either meet some aliens or find a random artifact, things like that. We can, in this case, just drill. So we can click drill. We can actually select our depth. Now, obviously, the higher or the deeper you go, the chances are that the drill will snap in half, so you have to repair it, or could even destroy it entirely. But you'll get more materials the deeper you go. So I'm just going to put it on, I think 7, and obviously, the deeper you go, the more fuel it costs. We're going to drill that. And, ouch, a layer of harder rock broke my drill. Damn it. So I've actually broke the drill. It's snapped in half. And I've gathered 1 iron off it. But I've managed to get a lot of resources there. Look at that. So we've got, what was that, like 15? Oh, 20, 30, I think. 30 ferrous ore, which is quite good. So I'm just going to build another drill because it only costs 4. There we go. So I will finish that. And if I want to, I can drill again, but I'm not going to do. I'm just going to take off, confirm that, and we're out. We can... Should we have a look at this one? Yeah, we'll land on this one. Gas giant. We're not land, you orbit it. And we've taken a little bit of damage on the hull. And as you can see, our fuel is now flashing because it's under 50%. However, we can probe it with our hydrogen probe again. We don't really want to go too far, so we'll launch the probe. And looks like I've... Extreme atmosphere has broken the probe. Now I've snapped the bloody probe in half. And I've got 1 plutonium, I think that is. Oh, platinum. I was going to say plutonium, that's bad. Let's get some of this helium. And I think we will repair our probe again. So we'll craft that. There we go. Now, I'm not really going to do anything else because generally the amount you get on the first try means that, you know, every time you're not really going to get any more than that unless you go even further. And obviously it broke last time even on a medium probing, so we're not going to do that. Medium probing. Right, let us... I think I'll put our helium in the fuel tank. Now, helium is a lot denser. You get a lot more fuel off it. There we go. And then we will also repair our hull. And that's that pretty much used up. There we go. Okay, so we've got a bit of oxygen left as well. You can get oxygen by simply landing on a planet with oxygen around it, but there's none around here. So where can we go? We can go to a red dwarf, or we can go to a supernova. Ooh, I'm going to go to the red dwarf. 27. Okay, last space folding didn't go well. I got too close to a star. Now the surface of a star is not that hot. Around 50, what was it? 5,000 degrees C, but just below. It goes up to 1 million. I made it out, but the photonic winds have badly scratched my ship. So I've got some damage. There we go. So you'll get random events every time you go to one of these. Not all of them are bad like the ones I'm encountering, but you know, they can be. So we got what, 4 different astral bodies. We got a rocky planet, a gas giant, and a gas giant. So let's just go to that one there. And should we land on it? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be very lava-y. We'll confirm that. Oh yeah, very, very lava-y. Do like the way it looks. The art's quite nice, although it would be nice if it was animated in somewhere. But anyway, let's just click drill. And then we'll sort of drill there. What have we found? Whoa, loads of stuff. So loads of ferrous ores. We've got W, whatever the hell that is. We'll have some of it though. Tungsten. Okay. TH, thorium. And SI will be silicon. Silicon, yeah, there we go. Do you want to drill again? I think we'll... No, I don't think we want to drill... Ah, balls to it. We'll drill again. And we'll go to 7. Drill that. And there we go. There's a little bit more. Wow. Got lots of stuff there, and I think we're just about full. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll... don't need all that silicon. I'll take the ferrous. Take the iron. There we go. Fe. Is Fe for ferrous? I don't know if... No, just is it ferrous metal? Is iron ferrous metal? I don't know. Anyway, let me just burn all this down and we'll repair everything. There we go. And then I think we will take off. Again, that's going to cost some resources to get there, but we do want to get, I reckon... some more. They're both rich in fuel. We'll just go to that gas giant because it looks a bit prettier. There we go. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? See, that's nice. That's sort of... Is that animated or is it... I think that's a 3D model of the planet. I think they're 3D models, but the rest is just sort of... Yeah, I can't decide. I think that's a 3D model that actually is going around, whereas the rest is just flat. Don't know. Anyway, probe. Let's just probe down to, say, 7. And, ooh, look at all that. Nice. Right, we're going to have to dump something now. I think we'll dump the tungsten. We don't really need that tungsten. Or we do. You do need everything, but obviously there's only a limited amount. But what I'm going to do now is pretty much get rid of all of that hydrogen and put it in the fuel tank. There you go. And it doesn't take much, does it? There we go. And it's all gone. So, fantastic. Is there anything we can build? Well, we could build some cryonics, but that's what you disassemble to build the star driver thing. And we just don't need them now that we can travel between planets. So we'll keep on going. What have we got now? Yellow dwarf, red giant. Got the yellow dwarf, I think. Let's go outside, no kind of atmosphere, all alone. That's actually the wrong show, it's red dwarf. Day 36. There's strange planet here, gas giant, shining from the inside like a mini sun. From my orbit, I can't see anything but light. What could it be? We could land or ignore. We're going to land on it. I attempt to descend through the planet's thick layers without any special protection. Immediately, cabin starts to creak under the extreme pressure and violent gravitational tides. I catch a brief glimpse of huge towers and shining silhouettes hidden in the clouds, but maybe I imagine that. Are we going to Bespin? Are we landing on Bespin? I decide to return to space before my ship is completely crushed. So we've just taken 15 hull damage. Ah, that's problematic. Oh, it looks like we got a garden planet. Breathable atmosphere. Let's orbit that. Oh, look at that. Lovely pearl. Let's land. Confirm. Breathable atmosphere of this planet allowed me to restore my oxygen supply. Oh, look how that's beautiful, that isn't it? That's really nice. Again, it would be nice if this was animated in somewhere. So, like, obviously it looks really cold. It would be nice if there was some like howling, frigid winds flowing around and things like that. I think that would improve it immensely, but sadly not. Anyway, and maybe like little flashing lights. I can't imagine that be a massive effort. Maybe that's something they're adding in the beta, but I don't know. Anyway, we can take off, we can drill out, we can encounter life. Well, I'm going to encounter the life. So we race the... So, Nidbar Ruzin Segume go we can accept or approve. Yes, I agree. The alien doesn't want to talk anymore. Okay. And now we've learned... a new word. There we go. Now, one of the things that I'm not strictly fussed, and as far as it is the same on the tablet version, is that when you die, when your ship explodes or whatever, you expire and you have to start another game. The only thing that carries over is the languages that you learn. So you have to play multiple times to really understand the aliens. I don't know if there's any module or anything like that can help you. And I've never encountered it. I've probably played about 6 or 7 hours on the on a tablet, on the tablet version. But it's a bit weird, that one. I'm not strictly sold on it. Anyway, do I want to drill? Well, I don't know. Don't think there's any reason to drill. We'll give it a go. Oh, we've got some, whatever that is. Copper. Nice. Don't know what we can use that. And some carbon. And we got some oxygen. So, I'm guessing I'm going to ditch... see what I should have done. I should have repaired my ship first. I guess we'll keep the oxygen. There we go. Let's repair my ship because it's got some damage. There we go, and we're going to keep repairing it. There we are, lovely. Right, so nothing else to build. I guess we'll go back and... Oh, wrong ones. Back. You can see that the UI is pretty much identical to the tablet. And obviously, when you look at this, you can imagine just clicking and just clicking and dragging with your your finger and such. So it's still got that sort of tablety feel, but it doesn't feel porty. It's weird that you can imagine it working on both, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It works. It works as intended and such, and it doesn't feel like a horrible port that. It doesn't feel awkward to to have all of these icons and such that look a bit big. Everything functions well, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's just take off, I think. Confirm that. We are losing some fuel now. Do we have some spare fuel? We do have oxygen, but no fuel. That's problematic. Let's... We could go there, but I think I'm going to risk jumping. We're going to risk jumping. Let's go to... We've got a couple of options. We've got a red dwarf. We've got a yellow dwarf. And we've got a neutron star. Let's travel there. Thermal contractions and expansions have cracked the oxygen line. It took me a few long minutes to repair it, during which I was in total panic. Now there's a big white cloud behind my ship and not much left to breathe. Just another day in space, and I've lost 20 oxygen. That's not good. That's not good at all. However, we do have a lot of oxygen spare, so I'll refill the tanks. I generally fill them up as, every time I do things. I tend to just fill it straight up. Well, we've got a problem here. We've got a problem of we don't have much fuel, so we'll probe this. And there's a little bit of... Oh, God, it's not much hydrogen. In fact, it hasn't even paid for our trip here. nor getting... Yeah, hasn't even paid for our trip. I don't know if we'll be able to jump here. We're going to have to try, and we're going to jump to... I think we'll finally jump to the Red Dwarf, or do we want to jump to... Oh, Red Giant. Let's travel there. So, I come across a huge abandoned metal city floating in space, with openings on every side. Each opening is so wide that a ship much larger than mine could pass within. In the middle of this deathly silent city floats a huge white ring. I see space station hovering inside the ring. It's identical to the one I encountered at the beginning of my adventure. Ooh, fly into the ring. I pass through the ring and suddenly find myself in the station floating on open space. Oh no, somehow being transported back to the original system where I arrived in this cursed place. It'll take ages to get back where I was. You have been warped out there. Oh, I've travelled here now. Okay, I've never encountered that one before. Right, so that's going to take 10 fuel to get there. Orbit. I don't have enough resources to complete this action. Should I risk it anyway? Check cargo. Nope. Nope, I've got no fuel. I don't know. Where else could I go to get fuel? Nowhere. Orbit. Okay. You go there, so I'm going to run out of fuel if I don't get this sorted. I'm going to dig deep, launch probe. I've just snapped it in half, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because of all the helium and hydrogen. And we'll just repair with the two bits of iron. That's fine. We've got a lot of fuel now. Look at that. I'll just use our helium, and that should almost fill the tank once we've used both of these. Yes, our fuel's going back up. Right, good. We've just managed to sort that out. Let us probe. Again, we'll just launch probe. Snap it in half. Doesn't matter. Oh, we have actually properly snapped it in half there. I need to actually build the hydrogen probe once more, and that'll use the platinum. There we go. So I've got almost nothing from that one, but we have managed to get our fuel tank back up to full. That was close. That was almost close to not being able to go any further there. Right. So I'll just continue traveling on. But you can sort of guess, you know, this is pretty much what the game is like. You will encounter different things, and some of the things you can encounter are really weird, and the way it tells this story, and you've got this journal I do like, and obviously it's the 350 plus, I think, events that you can actually encounter, and obviously your actions will change. Obviously we got teleported there. There was an option to find resources, so maybe I could have found some resources, found something different. So yeah, it's about just exploring and finding different things. I don't think it's nowhere near as deep as FTL, but I don't think it's a fair comparison anyway. I mean, they are similar in the sense that they are space-based roguelikes, but they have two completely different focuses. So I guess my recommendation would be, well, if you're looking for FTL 2, you're not going to find it here. If you're wanting a more, I guess, story-driven space exploration game, this is going to probably fit the bill. If you want to just blow stuff up, then it's certainly not the game for you. It's good. I like it. As I said, I played it on the tablet and I liked it there. Coming over to PC, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's pretty much the exact same game you've played on the tablet, just they've added a bit more, as far as I can tell. I would have liked, you know, some more better animation on some animation to some of the things on the planets, and just a little bit more. These planets have changed in the tablet version. I think they were just simple static images, but I can't actually remember. Maybe there was a little bit of something to them, but it's all right. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think you'll enjoy it if you wanted to explore around in space. I do like some of the other ships. I like some of the other ships. The first ship that you get, I'm not a big fan on. There's one weird jellyfish-looking ship that's fairly big, and I like having a big cargo hold because I don't like to dump resources. But yeah, it's good. I enjoy it. Links in the description so you can check it out yourself. It's not available fully, I believe, until I think the official release date, sort of March, April, I think, is what they're aiming for. Currently, it's in the public beta, but if you pre-order it now, you get access to the public beta, which is what I'm playing now. To be fair, I think what you see is what you're going to get. I mean, there might be some changes and things like that, but the core game is not going to change. And, yeah, maybe it's for you. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know you, but the chances are if you're watching this video and you're up to this point, then probably is. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.